Something unexpected stirred quiet conversations across the country music world. Not because of scandal, but because of perception. Welcome to the channel, Star Spotlight, where we explore the deeper stories behind public moments that often say more than they first appear. When headlines began circulating about Lainey Wilson and a set of bold photos that caught fans off guard, many assumed it was just another fleeting moment of online buzz. But as the reactions unfolded, something more layered began to emerge. At first glance, the attention seemed centered on surprise. Longtime fans had come to know Lainey for her grounded image, rooted in traditional country storytelling and a strong sense of identity. So when images surfaced that showed a more fashion-forward, expressive side of her personality, it created a contrast people did not expect. And that contrast became the real story. To understand why this moment resonated, it helps to step back. Lainey Wilson's journey has never been defined by shortcuts. She spent years performing in small venues, often traveling long distances for modest crowds, holding on to a vision that many around her could not yet see. Her rise in country music came through persistence, not sudden virality. That background shaped how audiences connected with her. She represented authenticity, resilience, and a return to storytelling that felt personal and sincere. So when this unexpected wave of attention appeared, it wasn't simply about the images themselves. It became a reflection of how audiences place expectations on public figures, sometimes without realizing it. What made this moment particularly interesting was Lainey's response. Rather than reacting defensively or leaning into controversy, she remained steady. In interviews and public appearances, her focus stayed on her music, her fans, and the work that brought her to this point. There was no dramatic shift in her message, no attempt to redefine herself overnight. Instead, she allowed the conversation to settle on its own. And in doing so, she reminded many people of something often overlooked. Artists are not fixed versions of themselves. They evolve, explore, and express different sides of who they are over time. Sometimes, it is the audience that struggles to keep up with that evolution. Behind the headlines, there were also lesser-known details that added depth to the story. Lainey has long had an interest in fashion and personal style, often blending classic country aesthetics with modern influences. What appeared unexpected to some was, in reality, a natural extension of her creative identity. This moment simply brought it into a brighter spotlight. Still, there was a quiet emotional layer beneath it all. For many artists, balancing public perception with personal authenticity can be challenging. The expectations placed on them can feel limiting, even when those expectations come from admiration. Lainey's ability to navigate that space without losing her sense of self speaks to a deeper strength. It reflects someone who understands that a career is not built on a single moment, but on consistency, purpose, and staying grounded. Today, her legacy continues to grow, not because of one viral moment, but because of the years of dedication that came before it. The music remains at the center. The storytelling continues, and the connection with her audience, if anything, has become more nuanced. In the end, what seemed like a surprising headline turned into something more meaningful. It became a reminder that public figures are often seen through narrow lenses, and that sometimes those lenses need to widen. Because behind every headline is a fuller story waiting to be understood. If this perspective added something new to how you see the moment, feel free to share your thoughts below. And if you appreciate calm, respectful storytelling like this, you can like the video and subscribe for more stories that go beyond the surface.